After all that has unfolded within the Daystar family over the years, including the death of Marcus Lamb,
cat fights, it's always been a very joyful, happy life. And I met Jonathan and I immediately meshed well with everyone. I met Marcus and Joni, loved his sisters. Yeah, there's small personality differences. There's, of course, nothing is like completely, there were issues with different, stronger personalities, but Marcus was very tender and loving to me.
Joni Lamb's remarriage, the SA scandal.
What happened was Marcus was alive, and so we just met together as a family. He talked to everyone, and clearly nothing happened.
Yeah. Speaking of Pastor Marcus, first I want to say thanks for the opportunity. You've always been easy to talk to.
Yes.
Yeah. Just
very transparent.
Very transparent. And so I want to ask you, because Susie said that you and Pastor Marcus covered it up. Did you cover it up?
You know, Marcus isn't here, but I will just say absolutely a lie. I never covered up anything. I wouldn't cover up anything. Marcus didn't cover up anything. And so again, this is a narrative that was written by some low-level blogger who knows nothing, never heard the other side of the story, and is doing nothing but trying to destroy my family.
Sensationalize.
Yeah, well, that's what she does.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
well, the crazy part is that eventually we worked through that misunderstanding, and Jonathan and Susie ended up apologizing, and we prayed together. I mean, and it was a done deal.
The firing of Jonathan Lamb, Doug Weiss's involvement, and the ongoing cover-ups. We're here today to discuss a story that continues to unfold in Christian media, one that brings up serious questions about integrity, accountability, and the future of broadcasting the gospel. The exodus from Daystar TV continues to grow, and we now have evidence that even more major figures are departing, bringing the total number of exits to a staggering 25. Prominent ministers and ministries are distancing themselves from the network after a series of troubling allegations. These include disturbing claims of sexual assault cover-ups, the controversial marriage of Joni Lamb to the divorced Doug Weiss, and ongoing concerns about financial misconduct. It's a complex and deeply troubling situation that has many in the Christian community questioning what's really happening behind the scenes at Daystar. Despite this growing exodus, some well-known figures in the Christian world continue to platform on Daystar, raising the urgent question, why? But first, let's look at the latest wave of departures. In recent months, several high-profile ministers have confirmed their departure from Daystar TV, unequivocally severing ties with the network in light of these serious allegations. The latest notable exit is Greg Laurie. His long-running show, Harvest, is no longer listed on Daystar's programming schedule. This is a significant departure for such a widely respected evangelist. Greg Laurie is the senior pastor of Harvest Christian Fellowship, a megachurch based in Riverside, California, with campuses across California and Hawaii. He is also the founder of Harvest Crusades, which has been hosting large-scale evangelistic events since 1990. Laurie is a prolific author with more than 70 books, including Jesus Revolution, which was adapted into a successful film in 2023, and Hope for Hurting Hearts. His departure is a clear signal that even the most influential voices in Christian media are stepping away from Daystar due to these serious concerns. Jack Hibbs, senior pastor of Calvary Chapel, Chino Hills, has also pulled his show, Real Life with Jack Hibbs, from Daystar. This is particularly significant as Hibbs had previously insisted that he would not leave the network. However, after months of speculation, he ultimately made the decision to step away, signaling his discomfort with the growing controversy surrounding Daystar. Hibbs is known for his passionate, verse-by-verse Bible teaching, and his decision to leave speaks volumes about his concerns with the network. Another departure includes Talk Truth, a weekly show hosted by father-son team Alan and Corey Hunsberger, which has also exited Daystar. Talk Truth addressed contemporary societal issues from a faith-based perspective, and its removal highlights the growing dissatisfaction with Daystar's handling of the situation. Jordan Easley, senior pastor of First Baptist Cleveland, is also no longer featured on Daystar's programming. Easley is known for his dynamic preaching and leadership, and his exit underscores the gravity of the situation. These are not small ministries. These are influential voices in the Christian landscape, and their decisions to leave send a clear message. Earlier departures also included Ray Comfort, who removed his show Way of the Master from Daystar, and Peyton Crisco, a prominent Canadian Christian artist and activist. Other significant exits included Jesse Duplantis, Lance Wallnau, Hank and Brenda Kunneman, Jack Graham, Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson, and Baruch Corman of Love Israel Ministry. These individuals have publicly cited concerns over the scandal, and their decisions have added to the growing number of exits from the network. This isn't a trickle of departures, it's a flood. The total number of confirmed exits now stands at 25. But what does this mean for the future of Christian media? And why are some leaders still staying silent? While many have left, others have chosen to remain. And that brings up some serious questions. Why are so many high-profile pastors and televangelists still on Daystar? What's truly keeping them there? Is it money, influence, a fear of losing their platform? Whatever the reason, their continued presence and their silence speaks volumes to many who are watching this situation unfold. Consider names like Andrew Womack, Bishop Dale Bronner, Dr. Charles Stanley, Dr. David Jeremiah, James Robison, K.A. Schneider, Kenneth Hagin Ministries, Dr. Michael Youssef, and Rick Renner. These leaders have built strong ministries based on biblical principles and have a significant amount of influence. Given their experience and reputation, their continued association with Daystar, despite the allegations, raises serious concerns. If these leaders truly care about accountability and the integrity of the church, why haven't they taken action? Why haven't they distanced themselves from a network that is embroiled in such controversy? On the other hand, some of those remaining on Daystar are connected to the Word of Faith movement, prosperity gospel, and hyper-prophetic circles. These ministries often target lower-income audiences and emphasize financial prosperity as a sign of God's favor. For these leaders, the continued presence on Daystar may be financially motivated, or it could be about maintaining influence over their followers. Prominent figures like T.D. Jakes, Bill Winston, Creflo Dollar, Joel Osteen, Kenneth Copeland, and others are still actively involved with Daystar, making their motivations less surprising. The fact that many of these figures have built ministries around supernatural claims, financial prosperity, and personal revelation calls into question where their priorities truly lie. While it's clear that some are motivated by financial interests, it also speaks to a larger issue within the church and the media platform that's supposed to represent Christ. This situation isn't just about Daystar TV. It's about the integrity of the church as a whole. It's about standing up for the vulnerable, for the voiceless, and for the innocent. As Christians, we're called to be salt and light in the world, and that means holding ourselves and our leaders to a higher standard. What do you think? Should more ministries distance themselves from Daystar? Are you surprised by who has stayed? Let's continue this important conversation in the comments below. And let's not forget, in times like these, prayer is crucial. Let's pray for Daystar, for the Lamb family, for healing, for truth to come out, and for justice to prevail. Let's also pray for the church that we would be a people marked by integrity, humility, and genuine love for Christ and for others. Thank you for joining us today. If this video resonated with you, please like, share with your friends, and subscribe to Faith Unfiltered for more important content like this. Until next time, stay strong, stay faithful, and keep fighting for the truth. God bless.